Welcome back, Renegades. Today, I'm continuing with the Sick Boy album, and we're on to Uninvited, track 11, I believe. Let's see what this is about.
You came in uninvited, two planets collided. I don't really like it being on my own. Take that how you like it, I don't really mind if you're still undecided. Please just know all I wanna do is get inside of the moment when it's right and have a moment with no ties and then go. Shake my fries, make my order supersize and multiply and then divide and get low. It's a simple situation with an obvious equation. You and me collaborating for the night. Leave no room for hesitation or for awkward conversation. Just enjoy the syncopation when it's right. You came in uninvited, two planets collided. I don't really like it being on my own.
This is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I'm not even sure, like, why. I can't even tell you what I really, dig about this, man, but I'm going to take a start at it again. It's just, it's gentle, isn't it? You know, it's like a conversation, and I mean, I can see the connotations of what he's getting at. It's gentle, and the melodies, the way they switch up, and there was a descending one I loved, and let's just go again, man.
You came in uninvited, two planets collided. I don't really like it being on my own. Take that how you like it, I don't really mind if you're still undecided. Please just know all I wanna do is get inside of the moment when it's right and have a moment with no ties and then go. Shake my fries.
It's pretty funny as well, isn't it? How those rocket ships look like sperms. It's pretty funny.
Is get inside of the moment when it's right and have a moment with no ties and then go. Shake my fries, make my order supersize and multiply and then divide and get low. It's a simple situation with an obvious equation. You and me collaborating for the night. Leave no room for hesitation or for awkward conversation. Just enjoy the syncopation when it's right. You came in uninvited, two planets collided. I don't really like it being on my...
So this is like, I mean, he's just fabulous, isn't he? At switching up the genres, and just doing and not being constrained by that, or what something perhaps should sound like, or be like, or the box it should fit in, which is liberating, isn't it? Because this has got like an R&B flavour, hasn't it? It's almost like you can feel, I guess, maybe Bruno Mars or something doing a tune like this, with this feel and with these melodies. But of course, he's lyrically, I'm coming to learn this side of Ren, the playful, sometimes perhaps even juvenile way of looking at things. Is that fair to say? Because he's obviously a very sophisticated artist, isn't it? So I don't mean... Do I mean juvenile as a... I don't really know what I mean, But do you know what I mean? This is beautiful, though.
Take that how you like it, I don't really mind if you're still undecided.
See, that's like a... works in the context of the story of the song, doesn't it? But it's it's also like with Love Music Part 3 or Part 4, was it? I forget which it was in, you know, where it's just... And his other songs where it's just a little note to the listener, isn't it? To the audience, to the critic, that yeah, don't take it too seriously, you know. And I know somebody said in the comments of one of my other Ren reactions that that after, you know, a lot of people would have discovered him through High Ren, and as much as he does have those more serious philosophical topics that he explores, you know, like Money Game or whatever it is, Jenny and Screech, Violet's Tale, all that. There's still room for fun and playfulness, isn't there? You know, and most of my songs, I suppose, are more lean towards the more serious or dramatic end of things. Although we have got a song called Garden Rake, which which I may try and resurrect in the future, because that's more of a fun meditation on some of the absurdities, I suppose, of being young and frivolous, and just having a good time, you know.
My own, take that how you like it. I don't really mind if you're still undecided. Please just know all I wanna do is get inside of the moment when it's right, and have a moment with no ties, and then go shake my fries, make my order supersize, and multiply and then divide and get low. Get it. Read my mind, let's exist between the lines, shooting past the stopping signs, moving fast, the stars align. And when you get some time, could you give some time back to mine with a glass of wine? And if I get in front, would you get behind? Could you do that thing I like? It's a simple calculation with an easy formulation, you and me fornicating for the night. Let me make my presentation in person on procreation. Let's forget all obligations and unwind. You came in uninvited, two planets collide.
It's cool as well, isn't it? Because this is, I mean, I guess if you look at, you know, Marvin Gaye songs, or what would other good examples be? It doesn't matter what, but you know, there most of, or a great deal of love songs, the ones that aren't about heartbreak, they're about this, aren't they? You know, they're about getting it on, you know, and fornication, and I love, I suppose, that, you know, Ren's done his version of this, you know. Is it more explicit? No, maybe not. Is it what is it? You know, maybe it's just more Ren. I don't know. Because there are certain lines that would fit in, you know, to a Marvin Gaye song or Bruno Mars song or whatever. But then, of course, there are. Perhaps it's the humour, you know, and perhaps that's some of the lyrics are humorous, aren't they? In a way that that is Ren anyway, you know. But it's a beautiful little number, isn't it? You know.
I don't really like it being on my own. Take that how you like it. I don't really mind it. You're still undecided. Please just know all I wanna do is come inside of the moment when it's right, and have a moment with no ties, and then go open wide, make my order supersize, and multiply and then divide, and get low. I just wanna come together as two people in this moment, sharing something beautiful. Shh. Don't
I don't know why I find that last bit, man, so hilarious, isn't it? And gentle. But that's
Fighting, get low, get low, get low. I just wanna come together as two people in this moment, sharing something beautiful. Shh, don't speak.
yeah. It's almost like I do enjoy a talking bit in a song. It's reminiscent, I suppose, of All Saints. What was it, Pure Shores? Maybe they did that in. Uh, there's a great song by the Horrors called "Who Can Say," where there's a that drops out and there's a talking bit in that. You know, how does that go? You know, and then I told her I didn't love her anymore, and she cried. And then I told her her kisses weren't like before. She cried. That's a great use of it. There's a great Dexys Midnight Runners do a good. The first like 2-3 minutes of the song is just spoken word. What's it called? What's She Like? That's another great one. Yeah, there's a few. And I remember doing it in a song with the guy I've written a lot of my songs with. I remember doing it in one of ours, and being unsure whether I guess I should do it. And then I think I was listening at the time to some of Liam Gallagher's new songs off his second album, and I hadn't got all the way through the album at the time, and we were speaking about Liam, and I goes, I don't think I couldn't see Liam doing it. And then the next day I listened to the album, and towards the end of the album he'd done it on a song called Gone, and it just worked perfectly. And it was only a few lines Ren's done there, but I would like to see him do more of that. I guess I'd like to see him do more of everything, and I know at the time of filming, it's been a couple of weeks since his health has taken a turn for the worse, but it's nice to see him posting something a couple of days ago himself, explaining what's going on with him, and of course just wishing him the best, man, sending him the love as I know everybody else is, and there's power in thoughts, isn't there, and there's power in words and intention, and in music, and in these things we can share together. So I guess what I'm trying to say is he's going to be all right, man. We all know he's going to be all right. It's tough for him. I mean, it's beyond, isn't it? Tough, but he's a trooper, man, and he's an artist, and with everybody's help, man, he's going to rise again. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for joining me. It's a pleasure. Have a great week. Lots of love to you. See you soon.